Yeah, so as a historian, I have to come to you from a historical perspective. How are y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Uh, of course, everything I say is going to be historical. I'm always coming from a historical standpoint. I'm never going to tell you something that is not there. If you cannot prove it, I cannot say it. If I cannot prove it, I cannot repeat it. So the thing is, this turning point USA that was so crucial in the election processes. I think it's going to be so crucial in the upcoming elections, uh, going 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 further in America's democratic process or Republican process or electoral process. This Turning Point USA is basically a program. Amazing how they they're so persuasive in the way that they speak about politics, and you could easily get caught up in their ideas, and they what they do is they kind of make you feel like you don't know more about the American uh political process and how America was founded on certain principles than them. Like they they make you feel kind of stupid for the little that everyone knows because everyone doesn't know everything. So they kind of make you feel stupid about the things that you might not know or the things that they think they are right for expressing. And one of the guys is an ex-cop or former cop, former policeman. I like the police. I think the police are here for a reason. I think that more people should become police for the right reasons. And then, this police stigma of the police being absurd and bad for protecting and serving, which is what they should be doing in the communities, would go away if, the more of the right people became police. But more of the wrong people become police to me, uh, as like a power move in life, uh, than the good people. And Turning Point USA has this one member. His name is Tatum. I think it's Brandon Tatum. And I mean, if you ever want to see a black person just coon out, and when I mean coon out, a coon is symbolism of something that will take anything from a white person. Whatever a white person give them, they'll take it. That's what a coon is. Uh, abbreviated from the word raccoon. It is it is it's basically you'll take anything that you can get your hands on, and in this case, racially, it's you'll take anything that white people have, or that you'll take anything that white people give you. And if you want to really understand what a coon is, then you just watch Brandon Tatum on Turning Point USA. And I also want you to watch more videos of Turning Point USA and notice how the campuses that they go to are not strong theological campuses. They are not strong HBCU campuses. they're not the campuses that they go to are always campuses that have like students that are that kind of will struggle in voicing their political opinion or their political philosophy. It and then they push it on YouTube as if they're they're mastering or they're just telling the the collegiate, all these collegiate students, which are the leaders, which are going to be the new leaders of society. And I don't know why, he has this one thing where college is a scam. If college is a scam, then why are you on so many college campuses, you know, spreading what you think is the good news, which is not. College has never been a scam. Now, is every college good? No. Are all these new colleges for every little thing good? No. But to say colleges that is a scam and to just shit on all these people hard earned respect of academics to get to where they are is it is basically like colonial talk. It's a colonial talking point that what you're doing is not right and what I'm doing is better than what you you signed up for. That you can't do what you're doing without my authority or control. And they take these points and they make sure that they push it to these hard working young college students and they only upload the ones where they have a a significant advantage over. I mean, I'm sure there's college students that get into the I'm sure there's college students that get into the dialogue better than the ones that they show on their channel. But they don't show those. They only show the ones where they get a significant advantage over. And it's just part of the manipulative American politics nowadays to only show where you win, but never show where you lose. And they do a good job of doing this. One way they do a good job of doing this is it was one guy who was talking about the significance of reparations for a video where he was talking about the significance of reparations. And telling it was one where he was talking to this guy telling him to stop being a victim or stop talking about uh, systemic racism, and you could tell that this guy Brandon Tatum has never read a book on African American history. And he mentions that he took Africana studies, and that was I think that was a very ignorant statement because Africana studies and African American history are two completely uh, different classes. For him to say that is like saying all black people are the same, basically. And he gives away so many racist talking points, so many self racialized talking points and self hating talking points that I just can't listen to him that long. And the guy asks him, do you think that the government put drugs in the black community? And the Brandon Tatum guy, he he comes back and he says, well, They didn't tell him to sell. They didn't tell him to sell them. They didn't tell him to sell the drugs. I stopped the video and I said that's enough. Because you can't entertain, and as a historian, as a scholar, you can't sit in ignorance for that long. You become a part of that foolishness. And him saying that was just him saying basically, if a woman got AIDS, or yeah, let's say if a woman got AIDS and someone tell him, do you, and the guy says, she asked the guy, do you think you gave me AIDS? And the guy says, well, I didn't tell you to have sex with me. It's like, no, he gives no accountability on purposely so that he can get an advantage in telling you that your reality is not what it is. That your reality is not valid unless white people give you the correct idea of what is valid in your reality. And you have to watch black people like this, because black people like this, the only thing that they want to do is bring other black people down in their heart, in their heart. Like they'll never say this in front of you. They'll never admit to this. What they want to do in reality and in thought, in idea and spirit, is they have a personal and political agenda to make sure that white is right and black is wrong, and that you should follow white standards in order to be successful, that white people have never done anything wrong, and it's black people who are in the wrong. And he is detrimental to, like, progress in America, but he thinks that he is like a positive figure, and has positive speech to progress Americans, and he doesn't. What he does is he has a positive speech for white supremacy to manipulate what America does not want to show you, or does not want you to realize, and to give and he tries to overrule your reality with his ideas of the American political process by upholding white supremacy. And they keep him around. I bet they pay him good too. Like, I bet he eats good. They pay him good. I bet they give him a good, healthy white woman. I think that I mean, it's even if he did go to an HBCU campus, I I I think that the HBCU campus should not accept him because he's foolish. I don't think that an HBCU campus should accept someone. I don't think the HBCU campuses should accept Turning Point USA on their campus at all. Like, that's just stay away from the fools of today. And Turning Point USA is nothing but foolery. But it works. It's like Charleston White. It works. It works for them. They're getting views. They're progressing. They're getting funding. It's working for them. But as black people, you need to stay away from the foolishness, because it only adds confusion, and it only helps you become a part of the foolery. And you're gonna do it. Some of y'all are gonna do it, and it's gonna hurt you in the long run, because you're gonna see yourself thinking and realizing these little truths that they say. They're not actually truths. They're just things that have been placed into your community that have became a part of your community, or became a part of your reality. They can easily be debunked, but because there's not an undying love in the black community, and that the the so-called uh, 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 Turning Point US programs like Turning Point USA are so easily to find. All the stuff that they saying is like, it's catchy to a lot of these kids that think they know it all, and that's all it is. That's all it is to it, is that I know more than you about the American political process, even though I don't have a degree to talk like this. And this is where a lot of scholars should speak up, but they're not, because it the truth, like, if you want to really just understand what's going on with Turning Point USA, the truth is not expressed as expressible as a well a well put together lie today. If that lie is well put together, especially because there's a lot of women that are in high positions, if that lie is well put together, people will accept that. And if it benefits uh, the far right or white society, then they will put funding behind it. And then that makes it even harder to have true, authentic expression today, because you're following things that are basically repeating his history for white supremacy.